21-37743 is called the State of Texas versus Marquise Cruz. That is you.
Yes, sir.
A Texas courtroom hears a probation violation case as a man on deferred probation admits to using oxycodone, a violation that could send him to prison for up to 10 years. The defense asks the court to keep him on probation and put him into a drug intervention program, arguing he still works and supports other people who rely on him. But Judge John Stevens makes it clear this is no longer a simple mistake, warning that repeated chances, drug use, and ignored probation rules are pushing the case toward prison. A Texas courtroom hears a probation violation case as a man on deferred probation admits to using oxycodone, a violation that could send him to prison for up to 10 years. The defense asks the court to keep him on probation and put him into a drug intervention program, arguing he still works and supports other people who rely on him. But Judge John Stevens makes it clear this is no longer a simple mistake, warning that repeated chances, drug use, and ignored probation rules are pushing the case toward prison.
With Mr. West, your attorney and the state's attorney, you are on third-degree felony probation for 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation, which is a second chance. And we've got 7 violations.
Good rule.
But there's a first amended set that bothers me here.
Yes, sir. And we're going to have to abandon the 6 and 7. Those cases are being dismissed.
Okay.
And also the
Hold on.
also 1 and 2 and 4, and that's it, I think, because we got the avoiding people and testing positive for the oxycodone. And then we're
All right.
So what we want to do is let him enter a plea to the other 2 and place him in JCDI to try to get some handle on the drug issue that he's got, and also put him on high, medium caseload to make him be a little bit more held accountable as far as reporting.
Let me see. Can I see what we said? Please.
And also probation would request that he have a no contact order about the people that he was arrested with on those misdemeanors. I can give them names.
All right. How many times are we going to give him chances? I mean, this is the second unadjudicated probation he's been given, hasn't he? How's that working out? How many chances do you think you're supposed to get? You know, when you touch the stove, it's going to burn your hand. When you commit a crime, when you get arrested, you're going to be held accountable.
Yes, sir.
And then here, there's a first amended motion before me that, among other things, states that you had the presence of oxycodone in your system, which is a controlled substance. Then 3 strikes, you're out. That's the way the game's playing. Here's the deal: is you're looking at 10 years in prison. Well, you ever been to prison?
No, sir.
You don't want to be there.
No.
10 years is a long time. But that's like, you just don't come in here and keep getting chance after chance after chance. You're supposed to. You don't have to have a second chance. Actually, we do. But this is like your 4th chance you're asking for, which 3 strikes and you're out. So the game is playing. So y'all are proposing a plan here. So what is it? Because there's going to be something that's going to take his freedom away somehow. We got to do something. He's got a drug issue.
That's why the Jefferson County Drug Intervention Program, which is going to be an extensive program for him to have to go through on his time off, which will take away from his time out on the streets, and also try to get him help from the drug problem.
How long that is?
It just depends on how well they do. It could be extended, it could not, but it just depends on how well he's cooperating. So he has different classes. He's put on the drop program, which would have him calling in more regularly to the drug testing program, which he obviously needs. And he has classes. It'll work with his work schedule as well.
He has classes that he has to attend at JCDI.
Yes, and he has to go to counseling.
Where do you work?
Oh, 18 wheelers.
I'm sorry,
Say on 18 wheelers.
He has a trucking company,
Trucking company.
so he can work around his schedule to do these classes. He can make his schedule fit.
How many people work for you?
4 at the moment.
How many?
4.
Well, they rely on you, right?
Yes, sir.
And you're doing this? I mean, you've got other lives other than you that exist that rely on you. Have you thought about that?
Yes, sir.
Why do you act so selfish? Which is what this is all about. Your needs over others. you're supposed to be third. Our creator is first, others are second, and then each of us yield to third place. That's the responsible, decent thing. All right. I don't have a problem with this, but it's going to sting. You ever been to jail?
No, sir.
You're going to go.
After he got arrested for this, he spent
And you're going to go
Several
for
weeks
some
for-
weekends.
weekends.
I can put you in jail for 180 days, 6 months. And there's no parole. It's day for day. It's the equivalent of a 2-year prison sentence. But you're going to go into jail because you're not getting it. You need to get in there and see what you're making the same mistakes those people in there do regularly. And I think you need to see that's a lifestyle you don't want to be in. But the threat of it hasn't stopped you from committing problems and violations of the rules and the law. So you're going to go to jail for a while, which may or may not affect your business. I don't know. But again, other people rely on you. Be responsible. And you're not acting that way.
Weekends, we request weekends. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to modify this. Here's what we're going to do.
This may help them.
We're going to have a hearing here on this. All right. You put some on the record.
Sure.
Wave your right hand up to the other right hand. God bless you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statements you make during this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your right hand. Okay. Can we proceed in silence?
Yes, sir, please.
In summary, this first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation states that on August 22nd, 2022, in this court, you were placed on 5 years deferred or unadjudicated probation for the third-degree felony of evading arrest or detention with a motor vehicle. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
All right. Number 5 here in the first amended motion to revoke probation states that you failed to abstain from the use of any and all intoxicating substance, including alcohol, and that you provided a urine sample on or about November 3rd, 2025, which showed the presence of oxycodone in your system, which is a violation of condition 24 of your deferred or adjudication or unadjudicated probation order, and 24 states abstain from the use of all intoxicating substances, including alcohol, in any form and at all times. Is that allegation true? Is that allegation
Yes, sir.
true as it is alleged?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you pleading true to that voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes, sir.
You understand that a voluntarily and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that's all it takes to revoke your probation by a preponderance of the evidence or greater. Your probation can be revoked. You can now be found guilty and sentenced up to 10 years in prison. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true today?
Yes, sir.
It's a leap of faith. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true. I can revoke your probation. I'm not going to right now. I'm going to hold anything in abeyance. You shall, number one, follow all the rules that you've been placed on probation. But there's a problem here that's reoccurring, and we're going to have to deal with it. Your probation will be modified to include enter and successfully complete the Jefferson County Drug Intervention Program. We call that JCDI. You're going to be placed on a high, medium risk supervision caseload until further ordered by the court. Have no contact whatever with, who are these people?
People he was arrested with in the misdemeanors that had drugs and drugs in his car.
All right, the people you were arrested with, can't have any contact with them. You're not related to these people, are you?
No, sir.
All right. And you're going to serve 20 days in the county jail, and that is going to be 10 successive weekends beginning 6:00 p.m. this Friday, and they release you at 6:00 p.m. Sunday. So you have 2 nights, 2 days and nights in the county jail on Friday night, Saturday night, and then they release you Sunday.
Your Honor, the only thing he hasn't said anything, but I'm just going to interject here. Is it possible to start next weekend since this weekend is Easter and he's got little kids? As a father, I'm asking that. He hasn't asked me that, but I'm just thinking he can start next
You
weekend.
got children too,
Yes, sir.
and you're doing this.
It was a mistake, Steve.
Sir?
It was a mistake. It's,
You think? I've been a father for over 40 years. You think you made a mistake with your children?
you know, my children.
Yeah.
Children.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to be a role model. You're supposed to set a good example. You didn't do that by using drugs and being on probation here for not following the rules. You need to fix that. Are you a good parent?
Yes, sir.
Act like one. That's not the way I see it. I don't know you, but I know enough about you that you're not acting like the parent you should be. And don't hide behind your children. You're responsible. And most importantly, you're supposed to be the example setter. Children are going to do just what their parents did because that's the way they were made. Creator makes them. They want to emulate their parent, the closest relatives to them. That's you. Are you kidding me? You're doing all of this? And then you're saying, but I got children at home?
I will say, Your Honor, it's not him asking for that. It's just an event as attorney. It's not him asking for that.
No,
It's me.
No, I'm
saying-
trying to make a point.
I know, but I'm saying.
trying to make
yeah.
a point. Is this your children? He did. You don't even have to say it. If you have children, it goes without saying. You're supposed. You have a responsibility that was given to you by our Creator.
So,
You got to handle that. You didn't make the child. Creator came up with it. It's the way we believe. Right? It's a miracle. So don't foul up a miracle by setting bad examples and living like this. Okay. Here's the shame of it all. I know you're better than this. I believe that. I know about you. That's why it's been, I'm disappointed. You should be disappointed.
I know.
Fix it immediately. You can always fix things, except when they can't be fixed, when it's too late. It's not too late. Fix this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll let you do that.
I don't have any.
Here, thank you.
Just start with that.
I'll try to get all taken care of so that you can start whenever we're in the facility.
Yes.
Sounds good. It's a good thing. It's something here that you don't say.
Perfect.
I think you're on the internet. It's out. Mr. President coming out if you want to.
Okay, what do we have? First amended motion that we pleaded true to in January, and then we've got this new indictment. Okay, what did we do in January? Oh, it needs to be evaluated, right?
Right. I think he wasn't
That was
evaluated.
done.
I think it's been done.
No, this was done back in November.
I think it was last Friday. I thought. Oh, you done?
No, defendant in jail needs to be reevaluated as soon as possible. That's what we're waiting. Yeah,
Okay.
and that has not, he has not come back, so we've got to wait on.
And I think that needed some time.
Mr. Perez. How are you doing, Mr. Perez? Okay, we're trying to get you out of that jail here, but we're going to have a little more time, so bear with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're waiting on the doctor report. Has a doctor come to see you lately?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna call and find out.
Myself and too, Your Honor.
Schedule coordinator.
So, yes.
Okay, because the date on this is 1/22.
I'll talk for her. Just waiting.
Oh, and the next one's the same thing, Your Honor. I know the next one hasn't come back yet. So,
Okay, thank you, Jorge. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'll still await. Here.
In the end, this hearing wasn't just about one failed drug test. It was about repeated chances, repeated mistakes, and a judge who made it clear the next step could be prison. Instead of ending probation right now, Judge John Stevens chose a punishment meant to hurt, teach, and warn all at once. But if this doesn't change him, nothing will.